Episode 1 of the brand new series. Let's bust some Miami Dolphin myths. What is up, Finn fans? Episode 1 of a brand new series I got going on this channel, Miami Dolphin Mythbuster. What I'm going to be doing in this episode and many more, because you guys have given me a plethora of Miami Dolphin myths to bust. We're going to be talking about Dan Marino. Is the reason he fell to 27 because of a little bit of that Mary Jane? Or is it because of other things? So we're going to bust that myth that he fell to 27 because of marijuana. But before we jump into that, real quick, got to shout out you guys. Patchvibes.com. Be sure to go over it. Check them out. They have great patches. They have this patch. They have this awesome Don Shula patch. They have some nice, cool jersey patches. They're about like that big. They have Tua. They have Marino. They're getting a lot. Zonka. Go over it. Check them out. Use the promo code DDW. You get yourself 20% off. So we're going to get into the video, and then a comment of the day. One of you guys asked me a really good question about the 2OC thing, and I'm going to delve more into that. But let's jump into this, right? Jump right into it. The 1983 draft. Dan Marino's there. 1983, some people say, is one of the best drafts ever in the NFL. Look at the quarterbacks, right? You had Dickerson in that draft. You had a bunch of great other players, but look at the quarterbacks. John Elway, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. And then you look at some of the quarterbacks that people passed on, not taking Dan Marino, right? You had the New England Patriots taking Tony Eason. You had the Kansas City Chiefs taking Todd Blackledge. You had the New York Jets taking Ken O'Brien. Now, not saying these quarterbacks sucked, but compared to Dan Marino, what he put up, especially 1984, you wonder, right? So there's that rumor out there. And that's the whole point of my series, right? Is the rumor true or not? That's what we're doing here. I'm not here to disprove it. I'm not here to say, nope, I'm here to tell you why it's not true. No, if it's true, I'm going to say myth confirmed. And if it's not true, I'm going to say myth busted. If you ever watched the show Mythbusters, that's what I'm going to be doing. So the myth is that that Dan Marino fell to 27 because of drugs. So let's talk about it. So yes, in 1982, senior year of Dan Marino, played at Pitt. 1981, his junior year, fantastic year for Pitt, right? Went 11-1, won the Sugar Bowl through 31 touchdowns. Fantastic, fantastic year, right? Then came his senior year, right? Not so fantastic. Actually struggled a whole lot when it came to his senior year. Through some interceptions. He started off slow, and a lot of people were wondering what's going on with Dan Marino his senior year. They still won a bunch of games, but there was a lot of struggle on him and a lot of struggle on the entire team. What was that? 1982 Pitt team struggled, right? There was sideline fights. There was miscommunication on who's on the field, who's off the field. So, there was that. There was that to think about. But then all of a sudden, the rumor came up. And that's the whole point of this, right? This rumor came up. Dan Marino. And it first started that Dan Marino likes to party. Then it built into Dan Marino has a problem, right? So there's that rumor that was out there. And back in 1983, it's not like it is now in 2021, which is crazy that we're in the year 2021. It's like you would think back in 1983, we'd have flying cars now. The combine wasn't televised. There was no Twitter. There was no, there was no mock drafts. There was no internet. There was nothing. So it was a lot of word of mouth. Marvin Demoff, who was Dan Marino's agent, said he never heard any of these rumors of Dan Marino with his drug abuse problem from teams. He never heard from the teams. It was what he heard the most was the way Dan Marino held the football. That's what he heard from teams. The way Dan Marino held the football is what bothered them, right? So you look back in 1983, there was that rumor out there. You also have to realize that there was a different league out there. There was the USFL, the United States Football League, right? That was out there. Herschel Walker, Jim Kelly, they decided to go to the USFL before the NFL. Dan Marino was drafted to the USFL before the NFL draft. So did somebody there throw that rumor out there? Did someone, do something like that? So there's that, right? Now, Dan Marino in 1982 got drug tested. The rumor was so hot and heavy, whoever started it, he got drug tested at the end of 1982, at the end of his senior year. And he passed. He had nothing in his system. The drug, it came back all negative, and he was good. But the thing is, the tests were locked away in the university. So nobody in the draft knew about what was going on with Dan Marino and this drug test. But here's the truth. And I did a lot of research, and I looked at a bunch of different things, and here's the truth. The reason that Dan Marino fell in the draft wasn't because of the drug problems. And that's what I found out after doing my research, right? Because if you go and watch the Dan Marino's documentary, I think he did a few documentaries. Even Don Shula said once 27 came rolling around and he passed Pitt, and, Chuck Noll, you would think Chuck Noll would take a Pitt guy. Dan Marino, born in Pittsburgh, lived in Pittsburgh, grew up in Pittsburgh, played Pitt College, Pitt Panthers. You would think Chuck Noll would take him. Not he passed on him. All these guys started passing on Dan Marino. Don Shula picked up the phone, and he called the Pitt head coach. And he said, why is Marino still here at 27? And the Pitt head coach said to Don Shula, I don't know why, but you better put that pick in now. And Don Shula did it. But the truth is, and this is what I found, the truth is the reason Dan Marino fell all the way to 27 was because of his senior year, was because of the struggles that the team, the Pitt Panthers, had, and the struggles that Dan Marino had at the beginning of the season, throwing so many interceptions that they felt iffy about taking him because of the struggle. Also, another reason why Dan Marino fell to 27, and this is a thing that is very well known, and we've seen it in the draft. Once you slide, you start to slide bad. If a team passes on you, the next team wants to know why. Why did you pass on Marino? And they're not going to tell you. So now you're just like, if they're passing on Marino and they need a quarterback, I'm not taking them, because why aren't they taking him? Oh, we'll take Eason. And then we'll take Blackledge, and we'll take, O'Brien, and no. All these people are passing on Marino, and he'll start to fall. It happened to Aaron Rodgers. It happened to a lot of quarterbacks where you thought, oh, he's going to go here, and then they don't take him. And all of a sudden they start to slide. So it had nothing to do with his drug tests, even though he tested negative for everything. It just so happened, like I said, it was stuck in the university, locked up. But the truth of the matter is, it was a combination of him having a bad senior year. And a lot of people say, and I heard a saying when I was doing my research, that, your last game, something about a horse in the mud, but essentially you're going to remember the last game, right? So say you have a quarterback and he sucked in the Senior Bowl, or he sucked in his championship game and he did absolutely horrible. They're going to remember it. And then there's going to be a lot of questions, and you're going to fall. And like I said, back in 1983, stuff wasn't televised. So you couldn't watch him at the combine. You couldn't watch his pro day. You couldn't, all that stuff wasn't well known to everyone. If your scouts weren't there, if your personnel wasn't there, you wouldn't know. You're just speculating. So combining the speculation, his bad senior year, and people starting to pass on him is why Dan Marino fell all the way to 27, right into the Miami Dolphins' hands. And history was set with the Miami Dolphins taking him and him setting tremendous amount of records. So the myth is the reason Dan Marino fell to 27 because of the drugs is busted. No, the reason Dan Marino fell to 27 was because of his senior year, the lack of publicity, I guess you could say, and because of the slide. So no, it wasn't because he was a partier, as people like to say, because it actually proved to be false that he was a partier, because like I said, the end of his senior year, he was drug tested. It was all negative, but unfortunately, like I said, it couldn't get out there. So no, the reason he fell to 27 is busted. It wasn't because of drugs. It was because of his senior year, and with Pitt struggling as bad as they did. But they didn't, though. That's the weird thing about college. You still struggle, but they still had a winning record. But that is the first episode of the Miami Dolphins Mythbusters. I hope you guys enjoy it. Be sure to comment below. I'm about to get to comment of the day. Be sure to comment below other myths. I have a few. A bunch of you guys have given me a few. Don Shula pushed out in 95. Do the Dolphins, the myth is the Dolphins can't draft in the first round. There's a lot. I have about like 8 or 9 of them. This is going to be a big series. So be sure to comment below any more myths you want me to bust, whether they're true or false. I will find out and I'll tell you if they're confirmed or busted. And let me get to comment of the day. This comment comes from Joseph, and Joseph says, do you think 2 OCs will affect Tua in a positive way or a negative way? Very, very good question. I think a positive way. I don't think it'll necessarily affect him. I think, the quarterback's coach has more of an impact on Tua than the OCs do. It's so funny that we have 2 of them. I'm waiting to hear from Brian Flores. When Brian Flores does his first press conference, I'm going to talk about it, because everyone wants to know what his thought process is on why he has 2 OCs in here. But I don't think it'll have a negative impact. I think they will split duties. I'm a child. I'm a human man child. I think they'll split it. I think one will focus on one will focus on the other. Again, we'll hear what Marino has to say. It's weird to me that they didn't just, all right, if you like Godsey and you like the fact that he was an OC, before, then, what are you doing? Let's wait. Like I said, I don't like it at face value, but let's see what Flores has to say. But I don't think it'll affect him in a negative way. I think more help will help the kid grow. I think having an actual off season is going to help him, because if you guys remember from my last video, talking about his press conference, he said last off season was rehab for him. Everyone else got to step up. Even Dan Patrick said, do you think that's fair? Because he even recognized that Burrow and Herbert had a little bit more of an advantage because they weren't rehabbing. So it's going to be very, very, very interesting to see what Brian Flores has to say about these 2 offensive coordinators. But that is the video. Be sure to go check out my guys at Miami Sports Music. If you guys know, I'm partnering with them. Very cool guys. Me and TD are partnering with them. They got a ton of great stuff over there. You check out the website. Check out the YouTube channel. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. I think my next video, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl, breaking that down. And hopefully Brian Flores comes out, does his press conference, and we'll talk about that. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this new series. Like I said, I have a ton planned. Be sure to give it a thumbs up. It lets me know, hey, keep doing these Mythbuster things. Really like those. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like usual, stay classy. Fins up.